Hello everyone, we're here with the live match of Talos Beta versus Neverland. For the knife round first, deciding who will be going which side first. And Talos is going to be starting on T side, sorry. And we're going to go into the game and decide who will be the winner of these two maps. And see all armor on the T side. So we're going to see how this is going to turn out. They're all waiting outside of B. And Ginger is waiting there for exit 1. Takes down Hooken in mid. Talos now finally onto the B side. Nice shot from Hava. He's getting chased down, but then he is taken out by Simplicity. Cone is the last player to defend here with a 1 versus 3 situation. Only 8 HP, but full armor. I would suggest he's safe here because he's got full armor and try to get something out the next round. Spots Ginger in checkers. The others are playing very passive but nicely done by Simplicity. Simplicity gets the headshot onto Cone. And that's the 1-0 for Talos Beta in the first round. I'm going to see Harvard buy an SMG and some utility nades. Deagle comes out for Celtic. Nameless buys P250, 5.7 on Hooken, and Talos is going to go for the boost over mid. Over here is waiting for the push from Neverland. He's noticed now that it's probably a lot on A, so but will he give that info to his teammates? And one is creepingly. Nameless is creeping up, but Ginger is holding a middle, making his way up to highway. He's waiting for Hava to peek, and he does, and Hava is punished, picks up the SMG, and now 3 CTs are sitting in mid in CT. Ginger now is spotted, Nameless on A and taking out 1. Spots the other in CT. Takes down Celtic. Simplicity is low on health, he's getting shot from highway. Efforts kills here is here for the that's a nice name for the backup, and now Talos have the bomb down. Simplicity's on 3 HP and it's 3 vs 3. And it looks pretty even here, and Konex has got a Galil off the Quinn. And they've been pinched now to 1 versus 3. He's got to hold them off. There's 2, but the other's defusing. Has he noticed? He's not heard the defuse. And Neverland get the clutch round with anti-eco. That's gonna hurt for Talos Beta. They should have had that round. They had SMGs, AKs, Galil's armor, but they got punished by Neverland, where they all stuck together. Pistols. Looks like Ginger's going to go on the Deagle. 1 flash on the Quinn. P250 on epic skills, and the CTs have got full armor, 3 rifles and 2 SMGs, and they're going to just be very passive. It looks like it's going to be a B. They're slowly creeping up to B, and there's only 2 on there. One's headshot and one's heaven. And here we go. We start pushing in. Uber gets 2 headshots onto the Talos. Nameless comes in, Epic Kills gets a reply, but Nameless takes down Epic Kills. That leaves Ginger Cunt in the middle with 1 versus 4, only 20 HP and a Deagle. And then he's taken down, and that's an easy round for Neverland. Good hold on B. And now Talos is going to go out for the full buy. Howard gets full armor, only smokes, 2 smokes and flashes, so they're quite low on utility. And Simplicity has gone onto the AWP. Simplicity's been Molotoved off on boost, and I'm going to see what Talos are going to do with this reply. Phoenix is holding on stairs with a flash in to try and bait any Talos players out. Okay, now Simplicity's going for the boost, but he's got taken out by Hooken with a headshot. Misses his shot. The wall comes very close into the middle at Talos. It looks like it's going to take a mid-take. Oh, Ginger takes Nameless down with a 1-tap. Epic Kills is trying to take out Hooken, who's in the highway. And Ginger is going to be also pushing highway to try and take out these CTs who are holding very passive. It's 2 on A, and now they're going to do the pinch from A main 2. Oh, that's a great 1-tap from Ginger onto Konex. Zelda gets a reply, and then another, and then the third. They missed him completely. And if it's kill is on a 1 versus 3, he knows one's on site, but where are the other 2? He knows one's car now, but he doesn't get the shot, and Hooken makes it 3-1. Almost pulled it off there onto the A site with a pinch. It was just Hooken, I think, who just held them down on A, and they couldn't get out of the way to plant that bomb. So we're going to see an eco here from Talos Space, and they need to get a plant really to buy for the next round. They're all going up into A main. It's been smoked off, and Celtic here is going to be holding on quad. Nade goes in. If it does any damage, it does. It takes out for Quinn. He must have been already naded. And flash comes in from Cone. He goes for the spray for the smoke. He's flashed, but he's going to have to keep on spraying. He takes out Simplicity. And that's it over for Talos Beta. They couldn't give it onto the site. It was a crossfire and some smokes and flashes that hold them out. And now we're going to 4-1. For Neverland, and now Talos can buy. I presume Ginger is going to be going for an AWP. No, he's going for the AK. CCs have full utility, so they're pretty prepared for this round. We can Molotovs of boost. I was having a little peek into A main, see if anyone's going to be pushing, but they just smoked it off. And Epic's Kill's now going for a little peek in mid, and guy on white box doesn't peek. Looking is might have heard Ginger drop down. Going to go for the flash, and then the peek. Ginger flashed. And that makes it 4v5. And here's on trying to make an approach on B. There's one on a headshot. He gets the 1-tap. I think there was one in checkers. I'm not sure if that was Hooken. He now gets his kill in mid. And it's now 4v3. Now they could go for B as there's only one, and that's in checkers. But then, as A has a lot of angles to cover down to site, Zeltic takes that for Quinn though in middle, and now it's going to be a 4v2, and now Talos got to make a choice here to eco here or go for the site. Simplicity takes out Hooken in mid. Mid is opened up, it's 2 on A on 1 on B, and Zeltic is going to be watching highway. Simplicity and Ava, I think they're going to save here, they've only got 8 seconds. Just gonna have to save. Five one to Neverland. I'm going to the 7th round. Now I need to see something come from Talos Beta, as I need to win some rounds now, or Neverland can get the momentum of this first half. Again, no AWP on Talos or either Neverland. They're obviously not fans of the AWP. With Molotov up drop. They've gone for the wall of smokes in mid. Hooker's going to drop the nade in. Out comes Talos in the middle. He sprays for the smoke and gets simplicity. Can they reply here? Ginger is still trying to get something on A main, and Conan's going to have a look. Spots Ginger, but Ginger runs away. Talos now have control of mid. Now they need to make this work for them and try and get hold of a site. There's only one on B, and that's where they're going to go. They're going to go through vents. But Conan's still holding on their main. I guess he's trying to find something here. And here's Hooker. He's going to be holding this angle. This one, but Haver gets the return. And Quinn's spotted the one on B site. He's tagged him on heavy. There's two here. And Haver's on top of head, and he's now taken down. And that's going to be this 6-1 to Neverland. They got the mid. It seems they got the mid, but they hesitated for a second. They needed some sort of Molotovs or smokes on B to get in and close the CTs out, but it just didn't work. It's now 6-1 and going for the eco round. 3 P250s, 1 Tech 9 on CZ on terrace, and they're going to go for the fast A. They're in. One's flash. Conan's missed his shots. If it kills, gets a kill. Hooker's taken them down from highway, and there's just one more, and they've held out Neverland on A. Got 2 kills. Talos running onto A, but it's the problem with that smoke and flashes. They got to flash or something to close them off so they can get onto the sites, but they're just getting picked off every time. And now we finally see the AWP on Captain Quinn on Talos. He needs to make some sort of things happen here, as Talos are not really getting anything in mid or any particular site. So if he gets some picks, that would be brilliant for Talos. But he's holding from spawn here, so he's gonna wait to see if anyone pushes from B, but I don't think Neverland will. They're very passive on their sites. Very rare at the moment to see them push. Celtics has spotted Tower's feet for the smoke. Now it's going to be a 4v5. Just hoping they try boost up, but I don't think Neverland will. They're playing very, very passive. Now comes Quinn. He's trying to get something on A. SpritS helping him in case no one pushes him. One's in the MBK spot, and one is very close. He's going to get flashed in. Thankfully, FX kill is there for the pop flash. Now Quinn gets 2, and that's it. They're onto A site, and they're going to be coming from highway and car. Are Talos ready for this? Quinn's trying to get his 3rd kill. That's his 3rd. There's one left. 1 versus 3. I don't know if they spotted him. He's got all the. I think they have. They spotted him. Oh, takes out Ginger. Takes out for Quinn. It's now 1v1. Spotted if it kills, and if it kills goes down. Was there some communication problem there? Because I think one spotted him, but they didn't sort of react. Captain Quinn was very much out in the open. Now it's 8-1 to Neverland, and they got a lot of money. They got money to spend, and Talos have all got AKs and armor and utilities. making a bit of a push in A main and holding it, and down goes Hava. One Talos player did push Squeaky because they heard the pop flash. This killer is trying to get spots on someone. He spots one. Oh, Name's just spotted for Quinn there, pushing up. Spotted his barrel. Ginger's trying to get hold of mid now. He knows that one will be sandbags, and that one is white box, and he's got him. 2v5 now. Conan is going to smoke off A main, and I don't think he's going to push Squeaky. I think he's just listening out. Again, now Talos got to make a decision. Do we save here, or do we push for a site? Is the IP option. If it's kills, peeks out, and Uber gets him down with the headshot, and that's just the simplicity left. And I guess he's going to have to try and save here, and the Neverland team are going to be pushing up to try and get this last one. Simply gets the one frag. He's going to take the AWP and try and save it. But with a 1 versus 4 with 20 seconds left, he's going to have to try and hold on to this weapon. And he manages to keep hold of the AWP. I guess it's some blessing, but right now they need rounds into 11th round, and Talos need to get some rounds. They can get four rounds now. It might just help them. Nameless is going to be going into checkers on B, and Kona is now watching the squeaky door, very out in the open. I think Talos are giving up the idea of taking A as they're holding it so well. But now they need to be aware and have a takes down Nameless in checkers, and that's got to be the go now. That's got to be the message to get onto that B site quick. You can think one's on site, Hava's going to be pushing. Takes out over, and that's the B site taken. And Ginger gets the frag on to Zetic, but Hogan gets the reply. Now it's 2v4, but two Talos players are very low. FX Killers is holding checkers, and he's going to come down now. Now, Neverland have the money, so they can go for this, I think, if they wanted to. But I think they're just trying to get some frags. They don't seem to be committed at all. And that's the queue. Kone I think is going to be leaving. And Hooken I think would be leaving too. As he's going to try and get some kills on some people later on, but that's going to be the second round for Talos Beta, and they needed that. Now they just need as many rounds as they can now to have some sort of salvage when they go on to CT side. So Celtic gets the AWP, so I think this is the first time Neverland got the AWP, and Quinn's going to be boosted up into mid quickly, but he's get taken down. Didn't check for a white box. So we're 4v5, and it's very early to be down the man. However, I think looking to swap or give Ginger the AWP. Makes an entry into A main, where they're actually holding it pretty well here, Neverland. Okay, he's going to go for the pop flash into A main. That's how we're going to be ready for this. How gets the one, but he gets replied by Hooken. And FX Kills has made his way up into highway and takes out Celtic. And he once in vertical, and there he gets it. He gets Hookins down, so it's a 2v2 though. Nameless gets Ginger. Simplicity gets the Nameless, and that's going to be a 2v1. And Uber is sitting in Z, and Simplicity has the bomb, and they're going to make their way onto B. But has Uber heard the vent pop? I don't think he has. He's too far away, but you'll hear the smokes come down and the flashes. Simplicity will placing the bomb in the open. And while if it's killed, I guess we'll be sitting in checkers for the easy frag of he tries to defuse. Simplicity gets the frag, and that's the third round for the Talos beta. They're finally now getting some rounds on the board that they desperately needed. All M4s for the CT side, and now having their money spent quite a bit. They're all very huddled around middle, and I think Quinn is watching B. Uber's in the spot in case they try to rush B, but Molotov now on A. Talos not really giving any info away on where they are. 2 flashes into A main to try and flash them out, but it's clear Talos beta are in now in mid, and I think it's completely open. 3 players are on A, 2 on B, and no presence in mid. So Talos now need to punish them if they left mid completely open. Ginger's pushed all the way up to highway. If it kills us holding Z. Now just waiting to see if someone peeks, and only he's going to get pinched from the other side from Hava. Hookin gets Hava down. Ginger gets the reply, but he gets taken down by Hookin from car. And Simplicity goes down in highway 2, and Talos now got to make the choice. They've got to go onto site. Who goes down? It's going to be a 1 versus 3, and sadly, Quinn is in no luck. (10-13), 2 rounds left. I think Talos are going to go for sort of quasi-buy. The kill's going to be okay, the rest are going to be on pistols. Nameless bought the AWP, and they need to make a sort of plan here on what they're going to do. They've worked out that mid can be overtaken. B, they've managed to get onto B and plant a couple of times now. But A has been the problem, and Nameless takes down for Quinn, who was walking through a B toxic. The problem has been A so far, getting onto it. B has been the most successful. It looks like that's what they're going to be doing. They're making their way onto B. One's going into vents. They picked the pop vents door. Nameless is watching vents. Smoked it off, and now they're flashing. Flashed themselves. If it's killed, the only one with the AK gets taken down mid. Got two ups here, I think. Nameless takes out Hava. 2v5, and now they've got to try and make something happen, but it looks like they're going to get completely swamped. Cone's going to come through vents to get the backstab. Simplicity on his own. Cone X gets the kill. Last round of the first half, this is going to have to be a full buy-up from Talos. By whatever they can. Try and at least get a 4th round on the board, as it will make it that much sweeter if they can try and salvage from something. But ultimately, CT, they need to get the pistol round and the anti-eco rounds. Ginger gets taken out Hookin, he's sitting in his flames. Again, they've got one in mid. The battle is going on. Don't know where Pronex is watching. F its kills is in the drop. F its kills is still there. Takes the one on from sandbags. Starts pushing up, but his teammate's not there to get the reply. Now 3-3-4, and FreeQueen accidentally tags his own teammate. They're all in mid, and that's where they're going to be going. CT's a split to A to B. This is probably the best way they can defend. I think one would have to go through connector as they are doing to push up highway. SpritS tags that one on A. It's low health. Uber gets Hava though in connector. And that's just FreeQueen left on his own. It's 1 versus 2. He's got one. He's now 1-on-1. Both low health. Bombs down. He has to go for it. And he does. That's nicely done by FreeQueen. He gets the nice clutch there. 1 versus 3. And now it's 11-4 to Neverland. And teams will be switching. We have a look at the board. Hookin's top fragging 18. Plastic with 18. Ginger's getting the most on Talos. They now need to pick up these frags, and Talos have to win these pistol rounds for any chance of salvaging. We've gone for A through Squeaky, and Talos need to be ready for this. Out they come. Ginger gets one, but goes down. Talos and SpritS gets one. Nameless gets Hava, who was in an MBK spot, and now it's 3 versus 2. Bomb is not down, but if it kills, it gets taken out, and so does FreeQueen. It's now 1 versus 2. SpritS has to win this, otherwise it's going to be difficult now for Talos. They lose the pistol round. And that's going to hurt Talos now, because they needed that round to make some sort of comeback. So outcome 2 Mac-10s to 3 UMPs. And it looks like they're going to go for a fast A. Neverland with nades, flashes and everything going in. Smoked off though. Ginger. Oh, they're making a change of mind. They're going to go up through mid. I think one's getting boosted. It looked like it was going to be a fast A, but the smoke stopped them. I thought better not to push. I was getting spotted. Doesn't get the kill. Not sure how that works out. Gets tagged in the head. Queen gets the kill. That's a 4 versus 5. Hava's only got 2 HP though. He's doing much damage as he can. It's going to be a B play by Neverland. And they go. SMGs are out. SpritS and fixed kill goes down. Queen comes through vent, but Nameless is ready for it, and it's just going to be a 1 versus 4. And I think Ginger is now going to save the Mac-10. Some very low frags on the Talos beta side. Someone needs to pick up their A game and start top fragging to try and pull this game back, but it looks almost impossible now. It's Neverland going to be on 13 rounds and Talos on 4. It'll be an A stack for Talos, all on A. Going for the pop flash anti-eco rush, but Neverland are waiting for it. They've molotofed A main, and Hooken gets the first on Hava. Simplicity and effort kills goes down. They were ready for the anti-eco push. And it's going to be a 1 versus 5 again, but Ginger has the Mac 10, and if he can make something happen with it. It's the 1 down. He's now spotted on site. Gets the second, that's the bomb down. It's a 1 versus 3, and he knows the bomb is dropped. But he was on a 1 versus 3, and sadly, he can't hold on to that round. Talos on a full buy now. Very low on utilities, but they've had to go for this. They're going to have to buy all rifles to try and stop Neverland from winning any more rounds. And for the double nade in over white box, and simply he's down to 50 XP. They're pushing up into highway, and Simplicity misses out on the frag. Ginger gets the refrag though, and that's going to be a 4v4, and they're making a play for B through the vent. In checkers and for Quincy here now for the backstab. Gets the 1, gets Nameless down, that's on a 4v3. They're making their way onto B, and I think they've secured the B site. Now this is Talos, so they've got to do a retake. For Quinn's down, he was ready for the backstab. If it kills, try to go for the smoke, but it's fragged by Uber, and it's going to be a 2v3. And I think they just got to go for this. Ginger's in the top. However, it's taken down. Nice shot by Ginger onto Cone. It's a 2v1 situation. He's got to somehow, but he doesn't. Hooken takes him out as he tried to go through headshot. And it's going to be 15-4. Mag 7 on if it skills, Deagle, UMPs, and another Deagle. Well, Neverland have got the full buy of utilities. Sprays through smoke. No luck. Simpson goes down with Ginger, gets a reply, gets the second. One's in the smoke, it's coming out. Gets the other. Because he knows another in the smoke. 2 versus 3. That was really risky from Neverland to push through mid like that. It kills now, it's going to go and watch mid. Bomb is making its way onto B. And for Quinn, I think he's sitting there ready and waiting. Multiple out checkers. Nameless is waiting for the peak to. Oh, and he's got the seconds. Ginger now 1 versus 1. He's got the bomb down, but he's only on 6 HP. Small smoked off CT, and he's going for the plant on B for the open, and now Ginger has rotated all the way around. He's probably trying to go for the backstab. But he's going to get this. He isn't looking the right way. How does he get that kill? How did Ginger not get that? Neverland win the round then. First match 16-4. And that was quite a disappointing round for Talos Beta, and they could be going into the second match, which is going to be Cobblestone. And while we are waiting for them to be ready, we can go to a quick break, and then we'll come back once they're ready. Welcome back, guys. We are now on Cobblestone, and I'm going to do the 9th round, decide on which team is going to start CT&T. And Talos need to have a reply from that last match on Cash where things sort of fell apart. And they need to win this map to make it 1-1. Otherwise it's gonna be very good for them. Just has to stop his own teammate, but no, he didn't. So it's going to be Neverland choosing which side they want to start on. If they're going to start on CT or they're going to stay on to T side. And they're going to be sticking to CT. So I'm just going to wait for the ready up. And here we go, we're going to see what Talos are going to do for a reply to Neverland, who have been playing very passive on sites. Need to see some more utilities coming out of Talos. They use very little utilities on Cash, Smokes, Flash, Molotovs. They need to use them now because they can't out-duel this team, as they are playing very well and very solid as a team, and they're easily getting the refrags. And it looks like Talos are going to go for the mid, and Epic Kills takes down Hooken down to 9 HP, and they're going to be pushing onto A, but the CTs are rotating, and Junior gets a frag on, and we're going to be a 1 versus 2. Celtic's got to try and defuse this, but I'll take out to T side. Oh, he gets hit in the head by Ginger, and that is a good round from Talos. Very aggressive onto site, different than they were doing to Cash, holding back, playing passive. I think once you get onto site with this team Neverland, they're just going to be aggressive and take the kills and play as a team and work the numbers. Going to be 2 Deagles, 257s and P250s coming out for Neverland, and only 3 SMGs out for Talos. A nice nade takes him down to very low. AK and Ginger, and only a Tech 9 Simplicity, so maybe he's going for the AWP. However, he's going to be watching this A long and hoping that someone peeks out so he can get this easy frag. But actually will have armor, and even some have head armor on CTs. They're going to be working together with 2 in drop, 1 on B site, and 1 is now pushing long, and he has taken out Hava with the headshot with a 5.7 at close range. But Celtic's now also very low, and Hooken's very low. Actually done by Quinn, gets the headshot on Hooken, and he's now going to swap the other one. Celtic's in there, and they're going to be rotating. He's reloading, and CT's going to be rotating now. One's on the vehicle, one's on the door. Ginger gets 1 on Uber. It's going to be now 2 on 3. Where's the frag reply? Simplicity comes in, and Nameless is going to be on a 1 versus 2, but he misses out, and Simplicity nicely gets the kill, and he should salvage that AK. Simplicity's going to keep that UMP he's picked up. We're going to pass it, keep the Tech 9. I think he's still going to carry on trying to save it for the AWP, since he's an AWP player, and it's going to be a full hero come out for CTs. And they're all pushing mid together. And Talos, are they going to be ready for this? They're all very close to the door. It's a 1 pop flash, and out they go. Through mid. Quinn doesn't get 1 kill, nor does Hava. They've taken out 2 in mid together. Very disappointing from Talos Beta. Should have been ready and prepared for the push as a team. The bomb though has been thankfully planted on B. 3 are holding on B. Neverland have picked up the AK and UMP, but they've got 1 player on 1 HP, who I think is going to drop. They've smoked out, and here comes a push through mid. If it kills, misses his shot. Simplicity gets 1. Oh, this gets the kill even with no armor. Ginger's got to hold on to this. They're now 2 pushing through on B long, and he's going to be taken out by Nameless. I don't think they've got time to fuse, so saves. Talos splashes there. They get their 3rd round. They must be prepared now for Neverland, because they've been doing this on Cash. They're pushing on Ecos together as a team, and working well as a unit to take down kills. All UMPs come out for CTs. Thankfully they got, well, T's donated 2 AKs for them, so it just helps them with the money situation since he's got the AWP. 4 AKs come out for Talos, and this is where you need to make something happen here. Talos, you've got the 3 rounds, now they need to keep on building on this. He's been boosted up and he's killed the Quinn. He's low, Ginger's trying to get the refrag. He doesn't. CT's all in pretty good spread positions. Just think now they're going to try to make some plays onto A section, as it seems that he seems to be holding pretty. And that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to go for an A play. Spotted one at door. Crone's in the long. Tava doesn't check his angles. It's going to be a 3v5 now, and they know it's going to be probably an A push until he gets the frag. Now CT's are starting to make their way up onto A. Ginger goes down there. It's going to be a 1 though. 1 versus 3. He gets the bomb down, but not the round.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
7 kills for Ginger, 0 for Hava, 2 for Quinn, 2 for Epics, and 4 for Simplicity. Frags are looking good now on Talos. They've just got to keep on trying to grind out some rounds, but NEVERLAND did just win that last one, and you're gonna have to go for the eco here. Talos basically need to stick together, go together. Hooken drops back, gets 3 kills, 2 away from his base. Backstep comes in from Crone, and that's an easy round for NEVERLAND to make it 3-2. Ball buys for Talos, only if it kills, had to buy the Galil. They've got utilities. The 2 Talos players are pushing up through A long. He's trying to get the kills through the smoke, and he does. He gets Epics kills who was there. Now it's 4v5. Nameless is tagged down to 34. Rush goes over onto A. And some Talos players are making their way out onto A's now. 2 are in long. Now 3. Who wins the first duel? Is replied by Hava. Hava's up. Only gets the refrag on Hava. Simplicity's taking off. Ginger is on his own now. And it's going to be the 3rd round for NEVERLAND. 3 versus 3 scores each. Gonna have to be another eco round for Talos Beta. And I guess it's the same situation. They need to be aggressive on the sites. Once they're on, they need to all push together. But they're sort of going one by one. They're making it easy to pick off. Oh, Nameless has been boosted up onto boost. Nova is pushing it on A long. Just gonna wait. Ginger gets the refrag, but gets fragged for it. Gonna be 2 vs 3. Nova is creeping up. Can he get the backstab? That was strange. So it's gonna be simplicity left versus 3. That's not gonna go in Talos' favour. 4v3 now to Neverland. I'm gonna see a buy from Talos. They got their first 3 rounds in the first 3 rounds that happened. And they need to now start building rounds, as now the 4 rounds after that with full buys and some ecos. Neverland are starting to climb up the score sheet. Uber's flashed. Talos, however, gets taken down. Junior gets the reply onto Uber, who takes 1 down with him. Now they got to beat Ginger takes taken down. Bomb's going down, but off nicely done by Simplicity. He almost got taken out for the bomb plant. He can't really plant because he's going to get pincered on 2 sides. That's nicely done. Second, Kane gets the kill. He wouldn't know where the second player was, so this is extremely unlucky, but it's a nice aggression that came out of Talos to then get onto site. They almost got the bomb plant. Celtic now has got the AWP. It's going to be watching a B long. And this is going to get boosted onto drop. It's going to be the eco for Talos. It's now 2v3, 2v5 situations. Simplicity bought an AK. Not sure why. Aim just takes down Simplicity. Now it's just going to be Ginger left versus 5. He can try and salvage that AK. Does. But he's got a whole minute left. It's a long time to try and save. It's nameless. But the bomb is somewhere else, so he's going to have to just bail out on the bomb and just go for the frags. Since the bomb is now getting surrounded by the CTs. Uber's ready for this backstab. Yeah, the steps. He knows he's there. But does Ginger know? Creeping comes to help. Give him the info that Ginger was coming. Now we're going 6-3 to Neverland. The scores. Ginger's getting the most kills, but the rest of the teammates are dropping behind. They need to start chipping in with some kills here. As starting to lag behind. There's presence onto B. Everett's kill gets taken down. He only had a Tech 9. Aid comes in. Start making their retreat. Now 4 onto B. Now there's only 1 on A, but he's very close to mid. And at that point they sort of needed to go then to A. But they're walking their way onto A now. Cone's just going to hold his position. Sort of flashes, he's going to give to his teammates, and back they come. Rotation's coming in. Takes up Simplicity and mid. Then goes down to Nameless. Cover also is taken down by Nameless, and it's just going to be D1 left, and Ginger gets taken down from drop. We're not seeing a timeout yet from Talos Beta. Maybe a timeout should be good to discuss what to do. I think that's what they've done. They've paused the match to decide, right, we need to do something here. Their decoy did work in that last round where they tried to show presence on B because 4 CTs rotated. But the rest of the team on Talos weren't on, or making their way to A to finally push and try to grab hold of A. It took a long time for them to get onto A, and the team had already rotated by then. And now the unpause is commenced. Now I'll see what happens from the Talos base, and they need to come up with a plan to get hold of this site. They've lost 7 rounds in a row, won the first 3, and they've got to make a reply now. They've got to get rounds. If they can get to 5, that's reasonable, and try to hold out on CT and try to get the rounds. Ginger gets taken out, nade in hand, while looking down B long. It's very risky. So that's going to be 1v4 in a very early round. Simplicity and Quinn making their way up A long. Also the bomb carrier as well. Those kills have heard that drop. Gets the frag on Uber. Would then get smoked off, so that's a 4v4. Talos making their way onto A. It's through mid. One's spotted him through door. Now 3 of them are going to make their way up. Molotov comes in, or smoke comes in. Power gets taken down from heaven. Quinn gets taken down by Cone, and it seems the plan has collapsed. Probably didn't help. Their first teammate got killed on the first few seconds. Gills gets taken down by Celtic, and it's only going to be Simplicity on his own or to try and pull this back, but he can't. And CTs have plenty of money, so they can keep buying, but Terrace Geek donating AKs to them. It's going to be it's going to be an eco now for Talos Beta. They got to go with 3 Tick 9s, 1 CZ and 1 P250 to try and win something. Head pops up, and here they come for the drop. The kills get taken down, and Simplicity for Quinn gets the refrag. Gets a Nameless down, and that's it. They're pushed onto B, and also, oh, why is the bomb carrier going that way? Bomb has dropped now. It's going to be a 1 versus 3 situation. The bomb's down. Ginger's got to try and clutch this. He spots the one, takes him down, but there's going to be another one there. 1B, 1A, and he's got to try and make something happen, but Cone gets the frag, and it's going to be 9-3 to Neverland. Talos now just surviving on lost bonus. It's been 9 rounds on the trot. Then goes on to the AWP, AKs for the rest of the team. Not a lot of utility. Celtic though, he's been taken down to 29 HP. I don't know how that happened. It must have been a nade from mid. And he's dropping back onto A long. This is better from Talos. They're sort of being very aggressive in the areas, not letting the team know where they're coming. Looks like they're making their way down B long, because the bomb's now in museum on. This is good because no one's rotated. Kept the team guessing. They're just going to stay spread out. The problem is now they might need them back onto the B side, the rest of their teammates, to try and make a presence and aggressiveness on B. Coney's going to be hiding in this little spot here, but I think someone's watching him, so if he does come out, he will get shot. This is good because now there's two on A from Neverland and they're not sure where they are. Nicely done by his kills. He drops down, gets the kill, and that's the go for now for Talos. And you get the one in the little connector bit, and that's Ginger with 2 kills onto the site, but the bomb's gone down. Why is the bomb there, not on the site? Hookin's holding the bomb. He takes out Captain for Quinn, and it's a 2 versus 2 situation. Why was the bomb going to drop not onto the site? I don't know who did that, but that was a major mistake from Talos. They did the right thing. They kept the team guessing where they were coming, and once they made the execution, the bomb carrier went in the wrong direction. At this point I think Talos can just keep buying, so Ginger's going to be on the AWP. Captain Quinn's going aggressive on B long, but Howard gets taken out from mid. His kills is trying to get something in this drop, but 2 are watching it now. What do Talos do from here? It seems they're slowly getting cornered into the museum as Celtic's pushing up A long to get lots of info to tell them, well, they're not heading for A now. They know it's going to most likely be a B execution unless they can get this guy who's flanking them from behind and he's making his way towards T spawn. But they know it's going to be a B. Conix gets it down for Quinn. Here comes the rest of the team. They're going to get Marleyed out though. Surely they know where it's coming. It's going to be B. Everyone's rotated. They're ready for it. Simplicity is trying to see something or get something. Spams through Chicken Hut to try and get the kill, but Coney's getting pelted with bullets. There's 20 seconds left. They've got to get something. And it's a 1 versus 3 situation. Ginger, and he gets taken out with the P250. And that is now the last round for Talos Beta on T side. So Talos now got to buy whatever they can to try and salvage a round. UMPs, Galils, shotguns, AKs. Neverland on 2 AWPs. Nicely done by Skills and Quinn. They got a kill. Shotgun to the face. The rotation is coming in. Celtic misses his shot. He gets it on the second time. Talos must stop them getting into this site. Simplicity gets the headshot. Nameless though is there with the AWP. Quinn now gets the last kill, and it's going to be a 3 versus 1 situation, and this finally can be a round they can win. Only AWP and Nameless. And Simplicity gets the kill, and now they finish that first round as 11-4 for Neverland, and as we almost probably the same score on Cash. Talos have to win the pistol rounds. Pistol rounds and then the 2 eco rounds, or anti-eco, to make some sort of comeback here. Ginger's sitting with 17 kills. Simplicity 9, gives 5, and Quinn 5, and Hava 2. He's not having his best game. And all Neverland players are nearly all of them are all on positive scores at the moment. So they need to turn this around. Hopefully they can. You're going to see one player with all utilities on the T side, the rest with armor. Lucan's now in a gunfight with mid, and the rest of the T's are now coming mid to make the push. And if Quinn goes down, so does down Simplicity. I was now in heaven, but he's getting shots from Celtic from the little tunnel area. And that's a 2-on-5, and this hasn't gone for FX kills at all. It's Ginger 1 versus 5, he gets the 1 headshot. There's 4 more he needs to get, and he has no defuse kit. Flashed. It's a nice try from Ginger, but it wasn't possible. A 1 versus 5 situation, he got to 1 versus 3, but that's a lot to ask from him. Here comes the B push. The all SMGs, Mac 10s, UMPs, and they've got 4. Jimmy gets 1 down. Now onto the B site. Down goes the bomb. Nice down for Quinn. He gets 1, he gets 2, 1 D headshot, and it's going to be a 2v3. Nameless is on his own, but he gets taken down, and have Talos have won the anti-eco round. Nicely done. They can pick up those SMGs and try to scrape some rounds back now, as it's 12-5. It's Neverland. And I'm Talos basically need to make something happen. They did get the bomb plant, but I don't think the T's will be buying any weapons. It's some pistols, maybe some Tech 9s. And Talos are going to go for full buys, full utilities. Set for Captain Quinn, he's only going for the M4 and armor. Looks like it's going to be an 8 play. Captain Quinn misses his shot, misses the first one, takes down Cone. And he misses out on the second. The 2 can. Simplicity gets taken out on A long though, and it's going to be a 3 versus 3 situation. The CTs are all rotating in. Down by Celtic. Now a 2v3 situation. And now a 1v1 situation, but again, Ginger cannot clutch around. Disappointing again from Talos Beta. I think it's not working out on A long. They're getting rushed or shot in the back or something, and they maybe need to play more passive on A. Or more passive, get the shots if they push, and then retreat back into a more passive position, as I feel they're out in the open a bit too much. It's all P250s for Talos now. They need another anti-eco round win. Push. Ginger gets taken down. So there's Havoc on the B site. 1 player is hiding in the smoke trying to get a refrag. Quinn can't get it. And now it's going to be a 1 versus 4 situation. Simplicity gets the 1 kill. But now he's been spotted, and it's just going to be a 1v4. He's just got to try as much damage as possible, but not going to happen. 14-5, and Talos now needs just to buy up. They can't let them get to the 15th round. It's outcome the force buys. 2 Mag 7s, 2 M4s and 1 FAMAS. AKs and M4s for the T side. Looks like they're going for an A play. Okay, he's going to go through the smoke. Pop flash. Okay. It's the one kill. Simplicity gets the reply kill on Hukan. It's going to be a 4v4. Uber's going to watch the A long though for any backstab, and Kone is going to watch the A mid for any backstab. His kill as those gets shot in the back. Nameless is going to watch A long as well, and Simplicity goes down. There's going to be Ginger versus 3. Takes 1 down, but he can't again clutch the round. 15-5. All or nothing for Task Beta. Everything is going to be brought. 3 Deagles, Mag 7 UMPs. And the T's are just going to keep with what they got. 3 AKs and the M4s. Smokes go in and the flashes onto B. Maybe try to bait something out from Talos. Now they're going back to A. They've done these fakes. They've done it a couple of times now. Throwing smokes and flashes onto B. And Talos rotate, and it's actually going to go to A. And that's the cue. They know now it's going to be A. Simplicity goes down. Queen's going to go headshotted. Ginger gets the reply, gets a second. He's taken out by Hukan. And it's just, if it's killed now, left 1 versus 3. With a Mag 7. Not great for long range. But try and clutch this. This is going to be very difficult. But he hasn't been spotted yet. But he does fun in the end. And that's the 2 rounds over. 16-5 to Talos Beta. Sadly they couldn't make a reply. 23 kills by Ginger, who did extremely well. But sadly his other teammates didn't show up, and it just guess wasn't their day.